Good afternoon, everybody, and I'm overwhelmed with the amount of people that are here, the brave people that are brave enough to stand up and fight back, because we're all fed up, right? I know I am. I'm going to start with one of my favorite quotes, and that is, "Never doubt that a small group of citizens can't change the world, because indeed, in fact, that's the only thing that can." Margaret Mead. I come from the great state of Massachusetts, and there's many parents here from Learn to Cope. There's probably about 45 of us, and I'm very proud of every single one of them that are here today. I'm fortunate today. My son is in long-term recovery, but it began with OxyContin, and it ended with heroin when he finally, after 4 years of battling his experiment that turned into a disease with treatment. Unfortunate. We have 3 moms here today who just buried their kids in July and August, and they are here holding up signs, and they are the most brave women I've ever met. I'm fortunate for another reason. I come from the great state of Massachusetts, where they're really proactive. We're not perfect, but we come from a state that is very proactive, and we do have nasal naloxone available. And we're the first parents group in the United States that has 34 trained parents that give it out at every single chapter across the state, Monday through Thursday night. Soon we'll have 10 chapters in Cape Cod, and that's a sad thing. That's not really reason for celebration, that we have to have so many chapters for these poor people to go that are being crushed by the stigma of heroin use, because they started with OxyContin when Purdue Pharma unleashed it on the unknowing public back in the late 90s and pled guilty and were indicted for it in 2007. I don't forget that. And it's public knowledge. But our kids go out, they get addicted, they end up stealing and getting arrested, and then they can't get a job because they have a quarry. But this company can go out and destroy a country of children that people loved, and they still have a job. As I sat there a little while ago, I tried to think about what I was going to say, because I quite frankly can't write things down anymore. There's just been too much. I stopped counting how many funerals I've been to. In August, there were 5, one after another. These are my friends' kids. It could be my son tomorrow. I live one day at a time, just like he does. The prescription pills that are flooded in this country, flooding the suburbs, the cities, they're not only just taking one child in families, they take 2. I know a father that lost all 3 of his kids. I look at these pictures down here, and I knew some of these kids. One of them, that his poor mother, who's here today, just lost. In August, he went to treatment, he came back, and he died. We have nasal naloxone within Learn to Cope. Since we became a pilot in Massachusetts to train other parents to use it, 16 parents have saved their children, and they went to treatment. Just since December of 2011, and those kids went to treatment. There's no guarantees. None of us have control. That's why we say that serenity prayer after every single meeting. We have a website with almost 5,000 people on it from across the country, and every single day there's a new desperate parent on that website needing help. And we help each other. We don't care telling people that our kids got addicted to heroin. They didn't start with heroin. They were led to it from these prescriptions. For my son, he graduated high school, went to somebody's house, and was given an OxyContin on a mirror by someone's father, who was not a pain patient, not a legitimate one. He walked with a cane, but he didn't have pain. And there are people that do, and I want to acknowledge that. But there are too many that don't, that just give it out, deal it, and kill people. And many of our kids might end up dealing it themselves because they're gone after they get that addiction, and then they need to feed it. And that becomes their only role in life every day, is where am I going to get my next fix, because I can't live without it. It takes someone's child and replaces it, him or her, with someone else. I'm fed up. I'm tired of the death. I'm tired of the destruction. I'm proud of all the people that are here that came together from all over the country. In Massachusetts, we just had a celebration at our state house that there's been 2,000 saves since they started nasal naloxone. I have a hard time with the word celebrate. I agree with the other speakers. We shouldn't need it. And until they do something back here, we're just going to keep losing more and more precious lives. These are our sons, our daughters, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers. I'm proud to stand up with everybody today, and I hope this is the first of many, and I hope someday we don't have to do this anymore, but I'll never give up. The government may have shut down, but I won't ever give up.